Hello, I'm Scott Bogey here with Grant Ogborne, ahead of head Cade Warriors 193 fight against Michael Blair. How are you doing today?
Yeah, all good myself. Good, mate.
And how do you feel about returning to Cade Warriors? I know you did have a fight I feel like last year, and you are back in Cade Warriors. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, buzzing to perform in Newcastle. It's been what 3 years since my first showing at Cage Warriors. So I fought on a few other good promotions since then. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm buzzing.
And what do you feel has been the biggest test since the last fight and since the last time you competed in Cade Warriors?
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, the signal's buffering a bit.
What has been the biggest improvement since not only the last fight, but since the last time you were in Cage Warriors?
Um, just I mean, like just working on the same sort of stuff, man. Like I just think, there was a few things wrong in my lead up to my last fight in on the last Cage Warriors. The people that are close to me and my team around me know that.
Yeah.
Nobody else really needs to know that. But yeah, preparations wasn't great. My game plan was completely off. I just had a bit of an off day at the office, and the better man won on the night. But I've gone away. I've won some big fights. My last fight was just in Dubai. That was a really good performance, and I just improving everywhere, man. Like I had a few holes in my game, which I've addressed, and I feel really ready now to come back to Cage Warriors and put on a really good performance.
And like you said, your last fight was in Dubai. How was it being able to go over there and put on that performance?
Yeah, it was a really good experience. Really good card. Um, Great show. Yeah, it was like, it's like shows like that is only something that you could kind of dream of, it just shows how far I've come, and I'm only just sort of getting started, and again, fighting on Cage Warriors in Newcastle, huge card, great platform, and yeah, I'm buzzing to just come and showcase my levels and my skill.
And does it kind of show the level where you are, knowing that they have given you Michael Blair, who it first circumstances had to happen, but he was co-main eventing the last Glasgow card. So you've not just been just brought in there against some random. They're giving you a high level caliber opponent.
Yeah, I want to fight the best people I can. I really want to go out there and test myself. Um, I feel like I could beat anybody in that division. I mean, that division's stacked, right?
Yeah.
Cage Warriors, the lightweight division on Cage Warriors is stacked. Like I train with a few good guys up at Renegade. Every fight's going to be tough, but that's the fights I want. And I know on the night I back myself 100%. I could beat any of these guys. Um, so yeah, I just look, it's may the best man win on the night. I know I've got the skills to beat anybody. Like I said, in that division. It's just we'll see what happens on the night.
And you said you are training at Renegade. How has that been? Because obviously you have got the PFL champion now, Fabian Edwards. You've got the
Mm.
former UFC champion, Leon Edwards. How has it been to be able to have such caliber in the gym?
Yeah, it's always really good rounds up at Renegade. Like I've been training up there for quite a few years now. Yeah, really good. I'm also training a little bit up in Wales with the likes of like Mason Jones,
Yeah.
uh, and a few others. Like yeah, some good level up there. I've always gone. I've got my team back in Bristol, but I've always liked to adventure out to different gyms and stuff. I go away traveling quite a lot. Like I go to like Thailand, obviously Dubai and stuff. That's how I actually got to fight my last fight. Just did a bit of networking and stuff and training with other people, like high level coaches and stuff. Like I love it. But yeah, it's all experience. And like I said, up at Renegade, it's always solid rounds. And it also shows you like where I am in terms of my
Yeah.
level, and like when I'm sparring like the likes of like Arnie and and all these other high level guys. Um, it just shows like if I was going down and getting my ass handed to me every session, I'd be like, oh, is this for me? Like, do I just go and play a bit of badminton or something instead? But no, I'm there. I believe in myself 100%, and I know what I'm capable of on the night. And if I perform well, I can, like I said, I could beat anybody on the night.
I mean, if you want to try, you can kind of balance the badminton and the MMA together?
I mean, I actually love badminton. It's a good sport. Less trauma on the head as well, right?
Oh, that's it.
I don't know what the money's like, but
Unless you annoy your opponent and just whack you over the head.
yeah, well, that's it, yeah.
And do you think has been the best place you've traveled to? Like you said, you have gone to Dubai, you've gone to Thailand. What has been
Yeah.
the best experience?
Um, they're all like they're all, as in terms of like training partners or just as in coaches or just like an overall
Just
experience.
overall experience.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tough. I mean, like my heart's with Thailand. Like, I love Thailand. I love like I try and make it like a yearly thing. Um, it's just the life. You get like
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I learn anymore when I go out to these places. You're just a little fish in a big pond. I learn a lot more when I'm back at home with my team. But it's just get away from the cold England over the winter. You go and do a session. You then chilling by the beach, and then you then go and do another session. It's just like I think the thing with Thailand actually though is like it's easy to overtrain because you go to like these big gyms like Bangtao and stuff, and they've got so many classes on during the day. It's like you want
yeah,
to make the most of the experience. You're like, I want to do this session, but then I also want to do that session, but I also want to do that session. And then like usually, like I only try and train twice a day, maybe three times if but like when you're over there, you want to train like 5, 6 times a day, and it's like you can overtrain easily out there. But apart from that, like the whole experience out there, it's just a different life. It's just a
yeah.
good life to live. Um, but that's just like living luxury for like a couple of months. But when I've got big fights coming up, I tend to I would rather be back in England preparing.
And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. It's kind of like life in the Thailand, where these guys, they're not just growing up and doing this as like a hobby. They're expected to go into Muay Thai. They're expected to learn this, compete, and it is sort of their lifestyle.
They do it at school, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like PE for them. They just go and like today we're just gonna go cheap each other in the face. That's mad, isn't it?
I mean, Mum, I just
But
got a black eye. It's all good.
yeah, it's crazy. I wish they did that back in England, to be fair.
And
Um,
what are you doing to celebrate after this fight?
well, I heard Newcastle was a good night out, so maybe a couple of drinks in Newcastle. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I want to have an active year. To be fair. Like I say, active year. The year's almost up, but like I had a bit of a rubbish start to the year. Um, so I just want to stay as active as I can towards the end of this year. Like I want to fight every month if I can. Whether that be Cage Warriors or elsewhere, I don't know. I don't. I just want to stay active. So
And
yeah, in terms of celebrating, I'll celebrate, but not. I won't celebrate too hard. We're back in the gym on Monday morning.
And how does being able to fight for an organization like Cage Warriors, who do put on many different shows? I think it's Manchester twice. I think there's another Newcastle card and a London card that is still to be announced. So they have
Mm.
got a lot of opportunities near the end
Yeah,
of the year to get on it. Do you feel like that's important for you as a fighter to be able to get into organizations that are putting shows on regularly?
yeah, for sure. But like I said, like his Cage Warriors, the lightweight division is stacked. So they've got a lot of fighters already signed to them. So like they've only got a certain amount of shows to get these amount of
Yeah,
fighters on throughout the year. So it's like yeah, it's and like I do like I do like the idea of being able to my last fight in Dubai is such a good experience, and like I enjoy fighting on those cards as well, but I don't know, one fight at a time. We'll have this fight and then see what's next. If Cage Warriors can get me back on, then brilliant. We're signing another fight and we'll look to come back on Cage Warriors again.
now what's better, the sunny Dubai to be able to fight in, or the gloom of the UK?
So,
I'm
what do
selling it
you think?
well.
What do you think? What do you
And
think?
what upcoming talent that have you been able to play a real train with? Who do you feel like is the highest prospect in the UK just now, besides yourself?
Talent wise,
Yeah,
man, there's loads. Like this sport is. crazy now, like it's growing so much. Like there's 10, 15-year-olds. I'd probably look at them like I probably don't even want to fight them. It's mad, like it's crazy, like the level of the game now. No, I don't know. I haven't got like a name that springs to my mind, but like I train with some really top level guys at Renegade that are like signed to Cage Warriors, that are like up and coming, and yeah, it's just stacked. I haven't got a name. Sorry.
And you did talk about it's just exploding the UK scene. You've also got talent just getting coming into the UFC in terms of Luke Riley, Shamrock, Mason Jones. I know he's had a fight since, but they're all coming back into the Cage Warriors. You've got the Ritual of Paddy, Tom, who helped helped these prospects grow, and then you
Yeah,
have got the upcoming people like Jack Humphreys, the Teddy Stringers, the people who are being able to go out to America in with the MMA Fight Academy and be able to prosper in that sense, as well as the ones here as well. What is
yeah.
it about this set of athletes that has been able to get up that next level? Do you think it's the opportunities we're getting?
Yeah, I mean, only they can answer that. I mean, like they all come from good teams, right? Um,
Yeah,
it's something that I've actually struggled with in my career. Like I've got a good team around me back in Bristol. I've got a really good head coach, Wesley Murch, but like, he's not a full-time coach. He's got other commitments outside of coaching, like these fighters, they're lucky to have coaches where they're full time and they're in the gym and they've got a good team around them. Like I'm having to travel an hour and a half, 2 hours a day to like get good sparring rounds in or get good training in. There's also like in Bristol, there's not many pro fighters. Everyone's a bit flaky. Like you're trying to get sessions booked in, and people let you down last minute. It's not been easy, Like it's been hard. Like so I guess having like a good, solid team of pro fighters to train with and like full time coaches, and what they've been having, like I guess that helps massively. And I think that's why it is. But it's just good. Like again, it's just good to see all these guys setting the path for UK MMA, and I look up to all these guys, and I'll go train with these guys, and I know I'm on that same level. I know I'm capable of doing the same things. I know I'm capable of getting to the UFC myself. So it's just got to just trust the process, keep putting the hours in the gym, keep believing in myself, and hopefully I'll get there myself.
and after the fight, who are you wanting to face next?
Like I've got no, like I've got no name. Like I said, the Cage Warriors division's stacked. Yeah, I got no names. I just want to stay active. Um, and I'll fight anybody. Like I'll fight anyone. Any name you give me, I'll fight.
And is there a prediction for this fight that you've got?
Just expect fireworks. Like like Michael Blair. I've seen a little bits of him. He looks pretty game. I'm game. Like I'm expecting. It's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a very good fight. Newcastle, like the atmosphere looks incredible. Um, but I just see my hand getting raised. I feel like, I feel like my game's really improving now. Like I'm confident in myself. Like, and yeah, I just see my hand getting raised.
And is there any rituals that you like to do, either pre-fight or post-fight?
That, nah, not so much. Just I used to be quite big on that back in like my amateur days, and it got in my head too much. Like if I didn't have a certain pair of shorts on, I'm like, ah, fuck, I'm gonna lose. Or if I didn't drink an espresso shot like at a certain time, I'm like, ah, fucking now I'm not gonna be swift. Like, you know what I mean? It's all a load of bollocks. Like, you know, just fucking. It's a fight, isn't it? I just
Yeah.
treat it now as like I've been in there so many times. Like it's just another spar. That's all it is. I go out there. There are so many times where I fought and I've just not enjoyed it. I've not enjoyed any of it. I've hated it. And even if I went in there and won, I've come out and I'm still feeling down. I'm still feeling, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like I put my whole life into this. I I prepped for 8 to 10 weeks. I'm always in a fight camp. Like people say, oh, what's a fight camp? Like I'm always in a fight camp. A fight camp to me is I get an opponent and or do certain things for that opponent. But I'm always in the fight camp. But I put all this time and energy into all this training and stuff. Is I need to just go out there and enjoy it, you know.
Yep.
I'm digressing massively, but I don't even remember what the question was. But like, yeah, just it was something you said about rituals, wasn't it? Did you
Yeah.
say?
Like any post-fight or pre-fight rituals.
Yeah, no, just yeah, go out there and enjoy the whole process.
And you have been able to fight in Toperia's WoW cards. Unfortunately, the results didn't go your way, but how
Hmm.
was being able to fight under his banner?
No, wow, did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah, like another really good promotion. I'm still got a good relationship with those guys. Obviously, the first fight I had, like I said, like most of my team know, but it was my second featherweight. So my first featherweight fight was on Cage Warriors, and then my second one was on the WoW, and I ended up having a kidney infection. It was, the whole weight cut was just too much for me. So we decided to move up to lightweight, and I feel like lightweight is definitely where I should be. Um, but yeah, WoW was a really good promotion. Like there's so many promotions now. Like I said, like the MMA scene, it's just growing all the time, and it's good. It's really good to see, and it's good to be a part of all these big shows.
exactly. And you're going to go in and put on a show in Newcastle and be able to hopefully celebrate with a few beers after. Make sure you guys tune in to the UFC Fight Pass and you can see Grant be able to put on a show for the crowd and be able to hopefully get your hand raised. Is there anything you'd like to add or anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, just like thanks to all my training partners, you know who you are, all my coaches, my sponsors, um, everyone that's supporting me. Thank you to Cage Warriors for getting me back on and getting me a fight. Obviously, I've been itching to fight again because I just want to stay active. And yeah, tune in. It's going to be one hell of a fight.
Yeah, make sure you guys tune in on September the 13th. It's a fight you definitely do not want to miss out on.